Hello students, today we are going to explain this poem, How Do I Love Thee? It is composed by Victorian poetess Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and she had also been the wife of Victorian poet Robert Browning. It is supposed that this poem was composed for Robert Browning, means Elizabeth Barrett Browning, when she was not married to him. At that moment, she composed this poem. So, no doubt, this poem is a love poem and it is composed in the form of a conventional Italian sonnet. So, this poem is a sonnet and the number of this sonnet is 43. It is taken from the love set, the collection of love poems, sonnets from the Portuguese, and there is in total 44 sonnets. Okay, there are 44 sonnets and the number of this sonnet is 43. So it is, you can say it is an Italian sonnet or it is a Petrarchan sonnet, and the rhyme scheme of this sonnet is ABBA ABBA CD CD. Now the very first line, look at the very first line, it is written in a question mark, how do I love thee? It appears that she has been asked the question by someone, by her lover of course, that how much do you love me? So she answers to that question. She answers to her lover, and through this love poem, she tells him that how much she loves him. So the very first line is, how do I love thee? Do you want to know that how much I love you? Let me count the ways. Let me tell you all the ways that I love you. And this is why that all the ways are being counted here by the poetess. I love thee. I is here the poetess and the lover of the poetess or the lover of the beloved, and this is why that it is a very sensitive poem. It is full of deep feelings because in the very second line, Elizabeth, she is telling him that she loves him. Depth, that is by depth, breadth and height. Depth, breadth and height, that her love is spread all around, to the height, to the depth, to the breadth, and her soul can get there, means not her physical body. Her love is so deep, her love is so high that no physical organ, no hands or no part of body can touch that. No part of our body or physical body can go there because it is very high, it is very deep, and the width of her love is very wide. So only her soul can get there because her soul is sublime, her soul is also very high. So if the love of her soul can be touched only by his soul, means the soul of her lover can get there, can reach there to that highness. And what she wants to say through this second line, that her soul is full of love, means there is love within her soul, and it is completely full of love only and only for him, means there is no corner of her heart, there is no corner of her soul where there is no love for him. So now how much she is trying her best to make him assured that how much she loves him. Each part of her soul loves him purely, freely, passionately, and he is her universe. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being and ideal grace. He is her universe, and each part of her soul loves him. For her soul, he is all in all. Her world is only he, nothing and no one else. Means he is everything to her soul. It is her love for him. We can find here that how much she loves him, and in brief, if we want to come to know the meaning of these lines, that her love is as deep and wide and tall as it can be. It is so deep, wide, and tall that she cannot even see the edges of it. It is infinite. Okay? Her world revolves around only and only him. He is her world. He is her universe, and he is each and everything only to her. So, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, she is trying her best to convince her lover through these lines. I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need by sun and candle light. I love thee freely, I love thee purely. Love is not a worldly concept. Love is not a worldly belief. She doesn't care. She doesn't think of how, why, and she does not think even the future of their love. What will be the result? What people will think? What people will say? Or how people will react when they will come to know about the love affairs between them. So she is completely free in her love, and without thinking the consequences, she loves him passionately. She is not even selfish because she loves him with freedom. She doesn't want anything in return from her lover. Now look here, most quiet need, as they turn from praise as men strive for right. Her love knows no bounds. She loves him in ordinary, everyday life. She needs him as much as she needs other basic necessities of life. Just as men strive to do what is good or what is right, and but she freely loves. She loves him purely, just as men turn from praise in order to maintain humility. She doesn't want to give even thanks, or she doesn't pay to attention for her love. Just like good and just man, she loves because it is what she has to do. So her love is infinite, her love is eternal, and it can even be felt in the cold grave also, means it can be continued even after her death too. So according to the poetess, love is immortal, love is infinite, and it is not temporary or momentary. She doesn't need even the physical presence of her lover to love him. Whether he is with her or not, she will continue to love him, and his presence will make no difference to her, because love doesn't know any limit. This is why that Elizabeth Browning, she has expressed her love very beautifully here, and she has mentioned in the octave the different ways of love one by one, and she emphasized that she will love her. Here what she says, and if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. She will love her lover even after her death also, after this life, as her love is spiritual, and she loves his soul, which is eternal, which is immortal. If God permitted her, if it is the desire of God that depends on God, she will keep loving him even in another world also. So, in the last stanza, in the sestate, Elizabeth proclaims her unending passion for her lover. She tells him how deeply her love goes, and she loves him. She loves him with all of her beings. She hopes God will grant her the ability to love him even after her death.